are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, would you state your full name? You can state your maiden name if you would like to.
Just say my married name.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia S. Jenkins.
And then, how would you like me to address you? Do you have any nicknames or anything?
Yes, Tat.
Okay. And then you also go by Granny, right?
Granny and
Yep.
and Tat.
Mm-hmm. And Jean.
And Jean.
Yep.
And anything they want to call me, honey. You can think of any of them.
Okay. All right, Granny. So where were you born? You can give your birth date or the year of your birth.
June 13, 1937.
Ooh. Do you know what generation you're a part of? Do you think you a baby boomer, a silent generation, or a GI generation?
I'm a solid generation, I guess. What is that? What do you mean with the solid?
I don't know. I think you're a baby boomer if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken.
well, go on, call me. Whatever you think, just put it down there.
I don't even know.
It don't matter.
I'm not gonna lie, but
but they wouldn't know either. And then whatever you say, they'll let it go like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, Granny. So where were you born?
In, wait a minute. Let me see where I was. McCalls, South Carolina.
Really? I didn't know that. You were born in South Carolina?
Uh-huh.
How did you get the drum?
Well, they were just across the line.
Mm-hmm.
I was close to the line. So it was in South Carolina. I might well say McCalls.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just border across the line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's cool. All right, what was your earliest memory and how old were you?
I was about my last memory, I was a baby then.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I used to ask for milk all the time.
How old were you?
I was about, when I could talk, I was about 5 or 6.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Who did you ask, your mom or your dad?
My grandmother.
Oh.
I would ask her for milk.
Oh.
And sometimes I would ask her for, I used to like almond joys. I used to ask for almond joy. But I was a little older then. I was about 10 then.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now tell me about your childhood, Granny. So how was school? Who were your friends? What did you do for fun?
School was really nice. And I had mostly, I don't remember the children I had now because all of them was in my grade in the first grade.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know their names like they know now because it's been so long.
Yeah.
Someone was named anyway. They used to call them Tat and Rat and everything. You know, they would call the children anything then. Just put on that Tat. And then they would call me when I got older, they started calling me Granny too.
Mm-hmm.
They started calling me that.
What you do for fun?
Jump rope. You
know,
they used to jump rope.
Like the jump rope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they told us how to jump rope.
Oh.
And how to wear those skating shoes too. Skating shoes.
You used to skate.
You used to skate. Yeah, I used to skate.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you skate now?
No. I might fall and break my neck. Oh, we was in the country then.
Yeah.
And the road was larger.
Mm-hmm.
And you just put on your skates and go down the road. If you fall down, you just fall on in the cone and keep getting up.
Oh.
And too, we played a lot of baseball too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I weighed, like my uncle had a farm, and I weighed up all the cotton.
Really?
And I weighed all the cotton that he
that
had
is
to catch.
Cool, Granny.
That he had to catch to the gin.
Mm-hmm.
He had to catch to the gin and get it after I weighed it and get it all worked out so he could get the money. And then he would let me take the money and put it in the bank.
Oh. Was that fun for you?
Yeah.
That seems cool.
And then we had a dog, and boy, I had to run.
You had a dog?
And they tore my dress off, and I fell out. Had a dog named Spot, and he really got me one day.
Bruh. That's nice. I didn't even know you had a dog. That's
Yeah,
kind of
we
funny.
had a dog.
Oh. All right, Granny. So, do you remember your teen years, like your adolescence, like, you know, of course, school, like middle school, or like your friends, or do you remember your first crush? Champ, like, you know how he's in 6th grade right now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I remember when I was in 6th grade because I was doing real good in all my classes.
Yeah.
When I was in the 6th grade, like spelling and arithmetic, you know, you had to add, and then you learn all those spelling words and write them down and do all of that.
Do you remember any of your friends in middle school or not really?
No, I don't remember them because all they had all they was calling one Mary Francis, one Duncan, and everything. They were giving them all kind of names, and they just give them a different names, Tat, and all like that. You know, they call you anything down in South Carolina. Huh?
Yeah. Did you do any like activities? Like, did you know how I dance, right? So did you do any activities like that? Did you do any sports?
No, we just did just regular dancing. Because they had dance class, you know. And you just had to do just regular dancing. They would call it, they had a name for it, but I forgot it by now.
You do anything outside of dance class? Or not really?
No, not really. And,
What chores?
Oh, yeah. I used to play softball, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any chores? Because I know you worked around the house a lot. So did you have any chores?
Yeah, I had chores. I had to make up the bed and wash dishes. And don't forget I had to bake cakes.
Yep.
I had
you
baked
love
pies.
baking. Yep.
And I did a lot of that now. Anything you can put on there where I bake anything.
Yeah.
Because I had to bake it all. And I had to do a lot of cooking. Like pork chop, ham, and anything. They even cooked chitlins. Had me cooking chitlins.
You cook chitlins?
Uh-huh.
That is nice to know.
Cook chitlins and...
Because I know you cook everything.
And macaroni and cheese. Name it, I cook it. Well, you got plenty of things to put down by me when you chop right when you get tired. Yeah.
They like your cooking. I mean,
yeah,
I do.
And they like my cooking.
I love your cooking.
And I used to cook.
You still can cook.
I can cook, but I stopped. I don't know about now because I stopped. And you know another thing too? Candy yams. I used to cook a lot of candy yams. And a lot of stuff I cook.
Yeah. Okay, so actually I'm excited about this question. So, what was your family life like during your childhood and
it was
teen
real.
years?
It was real strict. You couldn't wet the bed. You couldn't do anything that you won't like wet the bed, but you had to get up on your own. You know, they had it like that. And then you had to go by rules. Rules and regulations. That's all you got to say. And that was everything. You had a rule with it. You know, you had to do whatever they tell you to do. That's what you had to do.
Who were your parents and your siblings?
It was my grandmother and my grandfather.
They took care of y'all?
Until we got older, till I come up here. I was finished school when I come here. I was finished high school when I came to Durham.
What were their names?
It was Kent Dawson and Mary Dawson. Now I remember that. Kent and Mary Dawson. Kent Dawson, Mary Dawson. That was his wife.
Did your mom and dad ever take care of you or not really for real?
No, not really. They had me. And then they separated.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you can put that down if you want. But they did. Because that's all they did, do have me. And then my uncle took over. That's what my uncle was named Kent Dawson. That was my uncle and my grandmother. I think it's something like that. That's what they used to call them because they'd give you a name if you didn't have a name. They give you one.
And then you want to talk about your siblings? I love your siblings.
Yeah.
You can talk about your siblings. Like Sam.
Well, it was Sam and
your other brother too.
My other brother, Sam and Frank and Eula and Thomasina and Francis.
Yes. Did you get along with any of them?
Yeah, we did when we was little. But when we got up some size, Eula got different.
Yeah.
But I made it with the rest of them. So we was okay. Sam was my favorite.
Yeah, I know.
And Frank was the oldest one.
Yeah.
So we got along okay, but I had a favorite. It was Sam.
Where did y'all live at?
Bentonville, South Carolina.
What was your house like?
It was nice. A nice big house, a big porch. We always had a nice house.
Yeah.
And we when we killed hogs, we had all our meat out there in the barn. We had the sausage, bacon, everything we wanted to eat was in that barn out there.
Oh, that's nice.
So we had a good time out there, honey. We had our own food. We raised our peas, butter beans, okra, squash, and everything. You got a lot to tell about me, honey. Sure have. That's something. We was on a farm and we just raised all our stuff we ate.
You had a cow.
We had a cow. We milked the cow. We got the first milk, and then you put the milk down and let the milk clabber, and then that's where you get your butter from. You churn the milk, and then you get the butter off the top of it.
Oh, you did all of that. You worked hard.
Yeah, we did all of that, and it wasn't that hard. And then you had to gather the crop, because you had to go pick the butter beans, the peas, and the okra, and the cabbage, and the collards, and everything. I told Monica, you got enough to write. I'll tell you.
What were do you remember like anything like social or national, like any world events that went on? Were there any like things going on in the world like that you remember? Like were there any like civil rights movements type things going on?
Yeah,
or any segregation like stuff like that?
Yeah, they had segregation against that. Oh, you know, they used to have a whole black school and white. So we went to, sometimes we went to all black and sometimes the white was mixed. That depending on which school you go to.
What school did you go to? All black
school? I went to Adamville. We went all black. It was some white, some, but I went to Adamville school. And so, you know, sometimes it was mixed and sometimes it wasn't.
Do you feel like since you went to an all black school when you were like younger, do you feel like you hung out with a lot more like African Americans versus like white people?
I feel like I always went with my color because it wasn't too many whites to our school. Yeah. So we had to go with mostly black in our school.
Were you still like were there a lot of like Caucasians living in your area or not really?
What kind of?
I mean, white people living in your area.
No. It was mostly just black.
Okay.
Because everybody had their own farms too. You know, like they plant their own all their food.
All right. What about wait, this gotta focus. Okay. What about your like your early adulthood ages like 18 to 25? Like, did you go to? Well, I already know the answer to, but did you go to college or did you work?
I went. What I did. I went to high school. Yes. I finished 12th grade. Then I came up here to go to college. What happened? My mother was doing so poorly. I had to go to work, so I got me a job at Duke. The first job I had. Then I worked on there about 20 minutes, and then they put me over that line. Then I've been a supervisor ever since.
Wow.
And they put me to supervisor, and when I retired, I still was a big time supervisor. Yeah. The biggest they had.
If you could go back in time, would you have went to college or would you?
You
would?
I would have gone when I got here. But everything was so messy I couldn't go. Yeah. But I took some classes at Duke. You know, you had to work them lines at Duke because they put me over the line. And so you had to go to classes. And you had to make sure you finished them classes before they put you on them lines. But they put me on there when I first got here because I knew a lot when I got here. Yeah. So I just always had a good job on my own.
When did you know that you were an adult? Like what age did you feel like that you were actually like?
Well, when I got out of high school, it was about at that time. You didn't get out till about I believe I was about 18 when I got out. Something like that, because they didn't start the school like they should have. You just went to school when they let you go. Because it was different from it is now. But now it's a little different. But I got out pretty early because I didn't know. Because then I left down there. that man gave me that cafe job. And I kept that till I went to Duke. And when I went to Duke, they hired me over a line, a whole trade line, everybody. And everybody wondering how I come there and got that kind of job. But I always had a good job at Duke.
So that's when you felt like you were dope.
I was over that whole line.
Yeah.
And then when we left from the other Duke down there in the basement, then they put us in upstairs. Then they still had me over that whole unit then.
Yeah.
So I've had good jobs most of all my life. And
yeah, we can actually go into that now. Like, how was your because you're already really, it says like, how was your early adulthood? Like, you know, establishing a career, but of course you have a great career already.
And I had went to school and finished, you know. I finished 12th grade.
How was finding a husband? Like, you know, I don't know if you want to talk about finding Poopa or like, you know, different boyfriends you had.
I don't know. I had a them, but I got rid of all of them. So that's all I can say.
So how was like finding Poopa?
It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard finding Poopa. Poopa, I'm gonna tell you how we met.
Yeah.
I was working at Duke. He was working at the university. I was working at Duke.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would meet each other on the bus, and he just say, "I like that girl." I was standing there one day. He said, "I like that girl right there." And I looked back at him and rolled my eyes at him. He said, "Well, I don't care how much you look at me. I still love you." And so that's where we started from. He was working at the university, and I was working at the hospital. And that's how we met each other.
Yeah.
We met each other. One was at the university, and the other was at the hospital.
How was starting a family like? You know, y'all talking about having mommy. Like, did y'all want to have one kid?
No. What happened? I told him I would never, cause it was a lot of us. Yeah. About 6 of us. And I told my husband I would never have but one child. And I wanted my child to be educated.
Yes.
And I wanted her to go to college and finish. And I said, my standards, I could afford to send her to college. And because she ain't never did nothing but went to college. And,
she did a good job. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She never done that much, but went to college when she got through. She probably got her job then.
She did.
I know she did. But I'm talking about at that time.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything but go to school. Because I remember when I used to go, now I used to walk with her on every band she walked on, and went out to do, you know, like they go out to do these jobs on the band now. I used to walk with her and carry her medicine everywhere we went. I walked right with her. She marched, I marched. Sure did. But I just had one child, so I didn't worry about it. So when I did, I put her in, when she finished, I told her, I said, look, you're going to have to go to college. I said, nah, I didn't say high school was going to do for you. Because it didn't do for me, but I didn't have a choice. But you got a choice. Yeah. Because I'm going to send you to college, and I'm going to pay for it. So you going to school. Yeah. And she just, when she finished, she just said, well, my mama said I had to go to college. So I went. And so how she got to be that master she got, okay, when we come here and she finished college, then they told her what she was working at was giving them the master. She talking about she wasn't going. I said, oh, yeah, she is. Anything free, you going. And after she did it, she was glad. Because Monica had her master. That's what Monica could have did real good if she wanted to, but you couldn't tell her. The more she argued, the more I argued.
Okay, so this is like I'll explain it type of question. So, in my opinion, middle adulthood, ages 35 to 65 can be described as a time of, like, responsibility. Do you feel the same way? Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Because I was there, I was doing it before then. Because I started mine about 18 and 19. Yeah. But you can put that limit. They just did that because that's what they was doing then. When you was older, I'm going to tell you, when people had kids and was older, you got a different caliber. But now it's a little different. Yeah. But at that time, that was way back there. When you had to be a leader of a lot of things, and you was older, and plus the fact you did more.
Yeah, so you saying like even like 35, 65, y'all are already responsible because
when
y'all were 18, y'all were already having
we
to
was
like
already
take on
doing-
so much stuff
we was
anyway.
already took on all that. So I already knowed all that stuff.
Yeah.
When I got old and got married, they had to worry with me because I already knew it.
Mhm.
I knew how to cook,
Yeah.
how to clean up, and how to do this and bake cakes.
Yeah,
and
you
do
had a
everything.
job too.
Yeah, I
So
had
you
a job.
yeah.
And I had to bake cakes, and Christmas time cakes was thrown everywhere.
Mhm.
I used to cook though. I'm telling you.
I forgot to ask a question too. So, what was your middle adulthood years like? So going back to 35 and 65, like how was that?
It was nice. I was saying it was the same thing because I worked to Duke till I retired.
Mm-hmm. Didn't like I know Monty and Ty were probably like, and I think even me, and maybe I don't know, but we were all like born around that. I think was Monty and Ty born around your 35 to 65 years.
Yeah, I think they were. Because Monica she had them early, I think.
Yeah, how was having like seeing grandkids for the first time?
Oh, it was really nice. Because I had all girls.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't no boys, just girls.
Yeah.
And just was Monty and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And
so through 35 to 65, you just you were happy to have two girls.
I was just happy to have two girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all just I really won't over nothing when y'all come sell it. I had a lot of responsibilities, but
all right,
I enjoyed it.
This is another opinion question.
Uh-huh.
So in my opinion, later adulthood, which is like, how you are now, like, how old you are right now, can be described as a time of like reflection and life evaluation, like just looking back at your life being like, I had looking back at your life and feeling like, you had a good life. So do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good life.
Yeah.
And I had good teachers too. That taught me stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle and all of them, because he taught me how to weed cotton and do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And carry it and sell it and do everything.
Mm-hmm.
I knew a lot when I got here.
Yeah, so you feel like throughout your whole life it's been like really good. And do you like looking back at your life and being like, I had a good life? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? People know I had one.
Yeah.
When they hired me at Duke, they said this girl have been through. Because I told you I didn't work on that line for about an hour. Mm-hmm. And then they had moved me up to take the line over. And the lady said, you can do the line yourself. You don't need me. And that from then on, I had a good job at Duke. I never had no slave job nowhere.
Granny. Granny.
I would always tell the folk what to do. That's the truth. I ain't never had to work under nobody else. Mm-hmm. But the head lady, she was white. Yeah. And she didn't bother me because she loved me.
Bruh, you always been the boss?
I always was the boss of my unit.
Mm-hmm. What was the difference? So, like, how would you describe your later life, like, right now? And, like, me and Champ coming into the picture.
Well, my life,
now.
My life was really good when you and Champ come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like y'all had a daddy that really loved y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love y'all, too, because I feel like I had some younger people other than them older. Yeah. And I just love Champ. And I still love Champ. Because he come in here and Moses won't give him nothing. I slip him food now. You go eat it. I just love you and Champ.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Moses was nice too.
Yeah.
He will for y'all to do right, cause he know he come up the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted y'all to do right. That's why he like he is. He done moved up so high, till he said, "Well, Lord, I was down, but I'm up here with the crowd now." And he,
my daddy worked hard too.
He showed your daddy work hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in Moses, cause I tell Monica, oh yeah, I believe in Moses.
How would you say, I know you've been talking about me and Champ, but how do you feel like your life is right now?
My life is good. It's good now. It's just, sometimes I'm lonely because my husband died.
I know.
But other than that, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got grandchildren. I'm proud of them. I'm just happy-go-lucky now.
Yeah, that's good.
It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, you do got all four of us and, mommy and daddy as well. So
yeah,
whenever you need a friend, and you got Mac Ray, you can still call her.
Yeah, I got Mac Ray. She's nice.
Whenever you need anybody,
if I need Mac Ray, I can call on her. And then I can call on Brenda Fan them. Mm-hmm. And, I got people that I call.
What are you most proud of having done or like been a part of during your life? Like, what are you the most proud of that you've done out of your whole life?
That I have had my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's grown, and I tried to teach her how to lead her own life.
Mm-hmm.
And to be there and be respectful and do the best she could. And not go around and get in jail every time I send her out to get out of jail.
But I love that though. You're the most proud of mom.
I'm proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't been to jail yet. And if she go down, she on her own.
Girl.
I'm getting out of life then. Because I done trained her and I did all I could for her. Mm-hmm. She went to any school she wanted to go to. I said, it left up to you. I said, you going to college. Mm-hmm. I said, they ain't going to do like me. I didn't get a chance to go, but you went. So you better learn something while you did. Mm-hmm. So she did all right, but bro had her messed up. She don't know how to do nothing else. That's what I don't like. Because she don't know how to get in that kitchen and cook a decent meal that she put it in the crock pot.
Okay, so how do you want to be remembered, or like, what do you want to be remembered from? For
taking care of my daughter and taking care of my grandkids and being there for y'all. Mm-hmm. That's all I want y'all. Don't remember that I'm always here. If I'm living, something happened to y'all, I'm right there to like mine and talk. Because I kept them out of few God.
Yes.
I sure did. I done done a lot for these children, but nothing.
But yeah, you want to be remembered by, your kids and your grandkids.
Yeah, my kids and my grandkids.
What legacy?
Because I didn't help y'all, you and Champ, as much as I helped them. Yeah. Because I got them where they at, and Monica too. All them four on that side. Because if it had not been for me, I don't know what it'd been. I sure don't.
All right, so this is the last and final question. So what advice do you have for me or like, other people my age in, the stage of like early adulthood, which, I'm 18, so like I'm in college, I'm trying to figure out adulting and getting jobs and stuff. Well, so what advice do you have?
I don't have anything for you but to do like you doing. Listen to your daddy and your mama, and you do the best you can in school and do like you doing. And so you were so smart till you got who would have had their license out, didn't even have mine like you got yours. And you drive to school by yourself. So you are doing wonderful.
Thank you.
And don't let nobody change your life. I don't care who you go with. Keep your head up. You ain't got to be mean to them. Just get rid of them when they don't do right and go about your business.
Yeah. And also, I know you like said, your advice for me, but like even to other people my age, what's your advice to other people that are like in their early adulthood?
When they're like you, I hope they be like you. They listen and go on. Because look where you at now. Okay, everybody's your age don't get as half as where you got at. Yeah. Because they somewhere talking junk to the parents, doing what they want to do. But one thing about you, you have scrambled. You didn't scramble that hard because you wanted to be somebody. And you keep that in your mind that you want to finish school and finish college and go and get your job.
Yes. All right, Gertie. Well, I just wanted to thank you so much for taking the time out to do this video. I really appreciate it though, because I know a lot about you already. But just when I'm asking you, like, there's just little things that I didn't know. So I just wanted to thank you and say, I really appreciate you doing this.
Well, I always had a pretty good, decent life.